Hello, hello, all of my beautiful souls and friends out there who have found this video. The video we're doing today, this video is for Capricorn. It is for anyone who is a Capricorn, sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign. It's also for anyone who has a Capricorn in their life, who has a lot of aspects with Capricorn going on in their chart right now, which is pretty much everybody because Capricorn is just dominating, our sky system right now. And just anyone who, who, if it's not right now, maybe for later. If the message resonates with you, go with it. Let's get started. So, my name is Lauren, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming to my channel. And so I already did one video that was, it was a little bit shorter, and it was just talking about the Lightworker update for Capricorn, right? Capricorn, you guys have a lot going on right now. I know that for sure. At least the specific collective that I'm talking to, that this message is for. So we have some Lightworker cards that are already out, and I'm going to go over those with you, just briefly covering, going over what the previous video talked about, and then I'm going to get into the rest of the reading. So let's get started. And if you would, just go ahead and take a second to click like, wherever it is down there. Click subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Like, your support means the world to me. It really does, means everything. The only way I'm able to do these and keep doing these and do the personalized content development that I do for the individuals that reach out to me. It's such a wonderful experience for all of us, but it's through compassionate contributions, through donations from anyone who's watching, anyone who likes the videos, anyone who wants to support the messages of higher self, higher consciousness, growth, evolution, transcendence, love, and joy, compassion, strength, and solidarity, just to name a few things, right? I really, really, really do appreciate it. Alrighty, well, let's dig in. You ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, so I grabbed my notes. First, I want to go over what's going on for Capricorn in the solar system right now. So right now, of all the major planets and points in the zodiac, we have got Mars, the South Node, Pallas Athene, and Jupiter all in Capricorn and all in the 7th house today. Today being February 17th, 2020. And today we also have Pluto and Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, in the 8th house. Now Mars is in the 7th house, as I mentioned, and that is the exaltation of Capricorn. So you got a ton of energy going on. So let's really make sure that you, as Capricorn season is going to start, this is going to start shifting a bit, and some of the planets that are in here they're going to move. So let's make sure that while we still have this energy, that you are using it to your fullest potential, to your fullest capacity, right? So Saturn, the planets I mentioned and the points I mentioned in the 7th house, that is a house of relationships. That is all about relationships. So it is, Valentine's Day was just a few days ago. So I have, I very carefully selected the decks we're going to use, and I incorporated many love decks for you, just for you, because what is life without love? And the 8th house is all about contracts, endings, beginnings, death, sex, legal contracts especially, things like that. So with Pluto in the 8th house and Saturn, and they're in the 8th house, but they're moving out of Capricorn. So there's a window here, a small window, a shorter window over, like relatively speaking, where there's going to be a whole lot of change in the structures of your life, completely like death and rebirth, like total transformation and new beginnings. And you really want to take that energy and use it so that you take all of the lessons from everything you've experienced up to this point, and you create precisely the life that you want, the experience of life that you want moving forward. So we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to do everything I can to help you out. So yeah, and Mars and Jupiter are both very high energy, a little aggressive, expansive, in the 7th house. So you've got a whole lot going on with relationships right now, a whole lot going on. And Pallas Athene speaks to the feminine wisdom, intuition, and creativity as the highest forms of knowledge. We have the South Node, so that has to do with some soul aspects that are from the past, whether your past in this present life or past soul contracts from previous lives, or DNA, things that are sort of predisposed genetically to learn to be able to act the way you need to in this lifetime based on this soul contract, to do what you need to do to live your soul's journey out as it's intended to. But some of the older patterns and the defaults that can hold you back from achieving your full potential are in the middle of all of that, sort of ready to go, feisty, Martian energy, right? Mars energy, it's the same, and Jupiter, that expansive energy that just makes everything so much bigger. So I can definitely see that there could be some conflicts going on right now, lots of change, and lots of transitions. So some of you out there, you've already got it down and you've mastered all of this energy, and you guys are awesome and you know it, but you don't show it too much because that's how awesome you are. You're very kind too. So but a lot of people out there, this is maybe a little overwhelming. So let's go ahead and get into some cards and get some messages for everybody. Here is I'm going to show you the spread that I will be using today. So this is it. Oh, no, this is it. There you go. So the spread is designed by one of my favorites, Emerald Lotus Divination. It is the astrology-inspired 6-card spread precisely for Capricorn. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and put that in the corner. I know nobody puts baby in the corner, but, well, I don't know why it's not letting me. It usually does. Okay. Well, maybe I'll edit this. I do that, and then do this. Is that better? Okay. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to edit that a little bit. Okay, so here we are. And you can see the cards, the questions that each card's going to be giving us a message for. The card that best describes me currently will be the Lightworker Oracle deck, Why I'm Afraid to Ask Others for Help. The Power of Surrender deck by Judith Orloff. How I Can Begin to Open Up to Others will be the Whispers of Love deck. How you can be, I think my Pluto's in Capricorn, so I'm being affected by this right now for sure too. I can feel it, and it's intense. So how I can begin to open up to others is the Whispers of Love. How I can be more relaxed and mindful is the Universal Healing Love Oracle. Something I should be proud of, Capricorn, come on, the Power deck. The Power deck is so you. And then for the 6th card of something new I should try, we're going to use the Soul's Journey deck. And I also am planning to, time permitting, to go ahead and pull some Romance Angels cards for you too. All right, well, let's begin. So Just again, thank you so much for coming here and watching. This is going to be an impactful message. So, all right, to start out. So, the top and bottom of deck energy, if you've seen any of my other videos, or if you would like to, you will see that I always look at the top and bottom of deck energy. What's the energy surrounding the message that Spirit's bringing forth for you, right? So the bottom of deck energy is the sort of how you feel, and the top of the deck energy is sort of how you act. It's the conscious and the subconscious. It's the expressed and the implied, so on and so forth, right? So let's start by taking a look at the bottom of deck energy, which this totally makes sense with all of the astrological alignments we just talked about. Okay, and that card is, all right, and this is the same from the previous reading, Dark Night of the Soul. Really look at that card and kind of focus it. Well, I can hold it still and let yourself feel a response to the imagery. So Dark Night of the Soul, 16 breaking down to a 7, which here we have the card 34, which breaks down to a 7 as well. 7 being wisdom and attainment of knowledge, understanding through analysis, right? Let me read you what it says. So you are ready for a more real and radiant relationship with the divine. Your preconceived ideas and safe, limiting beliefs may need to be sacrificed in order for this to happen. To the divine, these are only the clothing of your spirit. They are impediments to the absolute intimacy the divine seeks with you. You might feel vulnerable or uncertain as the divine goes about stripping away these barriers. Yeah, strip your soul naked. That's super scary for most people, most everybody. You understand there is nothing to rely upon other than the divine, and you will find it difficult to trust at times. This night will end, however, and the sweetness of the divine dawning in your heart shall render all worthwhile. But for now, you are meant to feel exactly as you feel right now, okay? Even if it's not good, this is part of it. This is part of your journey of who you are, your strength, your shining light, your fulfillment. You are not doing something wrong. You are moving closer to the divine. So it's just different. It's just different. But it feels like a dark night of the soul because everything is changing, right? There's just so much change. And when there's so much change, yeah, it's normal to think like, what did I do wrong? Why is all this happening? I don't know what to do. And I'm so used to knowing what to do. I always know what to do. And I'm doing what I know and it's not working. That's frustrating, right? That definitely leads to a dark night of the soul. But in that dark is where you find the light, the divine light, that divine light that is a reflection of the divine light in you, to bring that out. That's what the dark night of the soul is all about. So let's read the invocation. So this card is how you really feel. And this is the invocation to help you take control of those emotions for your greatest good. The dark night of the soul is love calling me into light, calling me to let go of fear, to release my every doubt and say instead, I know that love is more real, more powerful than anything else, always. So I accept love's power and grace, and I invite the healing presence of unconditional divine love into my heart now. Bring me the peace and spiritual blessings that I need to be freed from darkness and opened to the sweet light of love's truth. May all beings caught in darkness be assisted by unconditional love to see, feel, and know that the path of love is theirs forever. through my own free will, so be it. Do you want? Rewind a little bit and say it for yourself. Say it out loud. You deserve, like, it takes 10 seconds to say it. Go back, give yourself that 10 seconds, say it out loud, see how it makes you feel. The top of deck energy here is card 34, which is center. It's hold your center. See the beautiful coloring, the gateway, the archway with the ascended angel and the dove flying up above, the garden and the stairs. It's a really beautiful picture. Okay. Have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate their needs at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace? Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries. To find your ground, firmly place your feet there and do not move. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. Oh, amen, right? Okay, I'm going to put this here so you can still see it. So this is a really strong message too. You are learning to trust in your own instincts and take your own journey without comparison to the life path of others or of another. There is no need to become disheartened or distracted by comparisons or judgments. There is no need to, The earth needs your light, Capricorn, which can only come from you. You will offer so much. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm putting on my glasses so I can read now. I might just edit it. Okay. Thanks for letting me put on my glasses. Okay. The earth needs your light, Capricorn, which can only come from you. You will offer so much less if you try to make it match your beauty. Match your beauty to what you perceive to be the beauty of another. No one can match your beauty. It's yours, and it's completely yours, and yours alone. And to try and change yourself because of comparisons to others, you are so beautiful, like inside and out. Don't hide it. Don't try and make it look like something else, because it is beautiful as it could ever be, just as it is. Okay, Capricorns? Okay. Many souls who are different and unique were not understood, acknowledged, and valued for whom they were as children. Instead, they were encouraged to conform, to change, to be other than their true self in order to be loved. My heart goes out to everyone who can relate to that. This can be a hard pattern to break, yet the time is here for you to love and honor yourself as yourself. You certainly do not need to change for the divine. You are being encouraged instead to distill your essence, to become even more of you. Hold your center now and do not be rattled by any other through intimidation, confrontation, doubt, jealousy, or fear. To hold your center means you accept your innate value and worth and your right to exist and thrive, and accept the love that created you as you in order to fulfill your divine destiny. Sweetheart, yes, right, yes. This oracle brings you confirmation. You're on the right path. You're here to shine a light, to be the lighthouse for others. The lighthouse doesn't ask for permission to shine, my dear Capricorns. It stands still, shines faithfully, and those who need it are guided by its light to safety. Do not lose faith in yourself, beloved soul. You know who you are. Be strong. Honor your inner beauty and your personal boundaries. You need to feel safe in your ability to say no as much as you need to know that you will say yes when your heart guides you to. So be true to you. Here is the invocation for for your top of deck energy, okay? I am empowered by divine love to hold my center. Okay, so just like the last one, I'll read it slowly. So if you want, you can pause and repeat after me, and then do that and say it out loud with me, okay? That's what invocations are for, right? I am empowered by divine love to hold my center, to be in my truth, to stay strong, to be in my integrity, and to act with courage. The only energy I invite and allow to remain in my field is that which supports me unconditionally and with genuine love. I love my boundaries. They are the way that I lovingly choose which energy to invite into my life and which energy I choose to pass right by me. I do not judge, but I do choose wisely. I love myself and my life path now. I love myself and my life path now. I hold myself with powerful and caring commitment. May all beings know their true inner strength. Through my own free will and unconditional love, so be it. Yes, okay, very good. Just let me pause 1 second. Okay, I was getting a headache, so I just turned off the main lights. Is that enough light? You know what? Yeah, if I get a headache, it's going to interfere with the reading. So I will do this before. I meant to do this earlier. This is like the most amazing spray, clear vibrations energy spray. It's rose, Florida, and holy water. Just clear the energy here. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. I'm just gonna brighten the face. Yes. Ah, very nice. Okay. The message that Spirit has for you is this. Card number 28, Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. So you've got some powerful angels with you, as well as your spirit guides, always available, your guardian angels who are with you, and all of their angelic buddies. They're all a part of the divine tribe, legions. They are soul warriors who are here to help you. This does seem like with the dark night of the soul, there's a lot of change. And you're doing your best. You feel the dark night of the soul, and what you're presenting is you're keeping it together. You're holding your center. And so the message from Spirit is that you're not alone in doing this. You have all of the help of the heavenly angels and heavenly bodies, heavenly spirits of heaven itself that is with you and supporting you as you're moving forward. So, my dear Capricorn, part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind to your Capricorn. So you know this. You're always, you're sharp as anyone. You're as sharp as they come. Very powerful mentally. Part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and to use it for healing purposes. So healer, heal thyself as well. If you change your mind, you can change the entire world. Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of Ascended Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. The mind of a light worker, which you are, needs spiritual light, information, understanding, and wisdom. In the same way that human bodies need food, water, and clean air. The hunger for wisdom can push you to seek knowledge, and this can be a healthy impulse. However, if you love knowledge so much that you keep seeking without taking the time to digest, integrate, and apply what you've learned, you may end up confused or mentally exhausted. Right? The dark night of the soul is you feel mentally exhausted, spiritually exhausted even. And that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. Everybody has felt that way or will feel that way at some point or another. And it's different for everybody. So allow yourself to feel what you feel. It's okay. You are protected. If you are forgetful, stressed, mentally fatigued, or plotting when you are usually bright, you need some mental time out. I mean, who knows, maybe I'm feeling your energy right now, and that's like why that headache hit me, because it's just the mental exhaustion, the spiritual, like taking all of your spiritual energy and your spiritual reserves and putting it towards figuring things out. And then all of your emotional energy and reserves and putting your emotional energy into figuring things out, your physical energy into figuring things out. And then it's just exhausting. Even if you do get to the point where you've got it all figured out, you're so exhausted that when you wake back up, you know, you're still so drained that you can't even remember half of what you've already invested all of that in. I understand. If that's you, I totally understand. And if it's not you now, but and it's you sometime in the future, it'll be okay. If you've been through this, then you know how difficult it can be. But you know that on the other end, if you manage everything wisely, it's just a part of the process of developing into our divine purpose. Okay. You have been absorbing a lot of new information. You may feel you have so many tasks to do that you don't know where to start, or that if you stop to rest, you will never get through it all. This is causing you mental stress, which is diminishing your productivity. It's time to slow down and cleanse your mind with the assistance of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Sit without distraction of telephone, computer, mobile phone, music, television, radio. None of that. Take a few moments of silence. Say the invocation below and then imagine, intend, visualize, or feel a fresh, pale green energy wash through you. Focus on this for a second or two. Then just relax and enjoy the mental cleansing. You will recognize when you have had sufficient mental rest because you shall feel a peaceful sense of vibrancy and inspiration. When you let go in this way, switching off and taking a step back, new approaches and ideas come to your mind. So work according to your own creative rhythms. So all the work you put in, it's not for naught. But let go of what isn't working now. Maybe it worked before. Maybe you tried it, thought it would work, it didn't work. Let go. Take a deep breath. Imagine the pale green energy washing over you again. And continue this until you find yourself in a brand new state of brightness and vibrancy. And continue until you find that idea, that inspiration, or that energy, that frequency that just, when you're like, oh, this is what it means to feel fully alive. That's the divine. That's the divine with you in that moment. And the divine wants to be with you. Okay, wants to share with you now. So you may find you work best in short, productive bursts, punctuated by mental rest. If this is how you need to live for a time, honor that. Be kind to your mind. Oh, Capricorn, please be kind to your mind. It's been so good to you overall, right? It's gotten you where you are. It can help you accomplish your divine journey. This oracle also comes with a message for you. If you are interested in healing that involves the mind, whether this be psychology, psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, hypnosis, neurolinguistic programming, philosophy, or a course of study, you are encouraged to explore it. So maybe talk to a counselor or get a book on NLP or a different philosophy that appeals to your soul now, to where you are now, to help give clarity to the inspiration and ideas that come to you. If you feel inspired to work with your belief systems through affirmations or other techniques for mental reprogramming, such as guided relaxations and meditations, you are encouraged to do this as well. Your mind is developed and powerful, and you will work well with such techniques. All right, are you ready for the invocation? Okay, be still. If you're not if you're driving or if you're at work or anything like that, you can come back to this part later, or whatever you need to do. Just stay safe. But close your eyes and hear these words and repeat them. I call upon the healing grace of Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael, who love me unconditionally. May my own mind now gain rest, clearing, and refreshment. May I be assisted through unconditional love for mental healing and the development of my mind in service to my spiritual life purpose. Please help me let go mentally to allow for positive healing changes to happen. I ask for the grace I need to access all helpful knowledge, understanding, and wisdom necessary for me to fulfill my divine purpose. May my mind become peaceful, clear, and refreshed. May all beings be free from mental anguish through the grace and unconditional love of the divine. Through my own free will, so be it. Okay. So, Capricorn, you are Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael because they are with you so strongly right now. This card is the card that represents you. The best represents you currently. So, let's move on. I'm going to pause for a second again. I want this Advil to kick in so we can have the lights back on. Okay. Or to kick in at all.